Do not let Austin forget he libbed out over Hillary at the DNC. You did?
How do you, these people don't know me?
Well, your answer says it all. You just all but confirmed it with that reaction.
I mean, if you saw her live in person, okay, it's different. It's a different experience.
No, she's disgusting. What is this?
Today with
Look, if this man can see this for what it is, you can too. Oh, yeah.
It's Liz Cheney. Your thoughts on that?
Well, Liz Cheney lost for Congress. Each other. I think they're so bad, both of them.
Yeah, this is getting Nick on No Jumper for a debate to Nick getting the yay hookup for him talking to Trump. Exactly. Like there's never a reason unless
what
like
constituency are they going after here?
What, Donald Trump?
No, the Liz Cheney thing.
It's 8 people. Like it's the most like 8 people focused campaign strategy of all time.
Who's running that?
Yeah, it's Liz Cheney and her immediate family, but like not even her sister, who Liz Cheney literally abandoned to take a more hardline stance than her father Cheney on gay rights in an effort to win favor in the Republican primaries.
Ugh.
You know, Biden's campaign manager. Yeah, this is who's making it happen.
So what is your assessment of the stakes of this election? I mean, you are in a very exclusive club of people.
They're like, yeah, you're in a very exclusive club of people who's lost to Donald Trump. Is that the question?
Who've ever run for president, let alone run against Donald Trump.
Yeah, she lost.
Well, hold on, let her speak.
So to what extent do you offer counsel or do you speak with Kamala Harris about how to run against Donald Trump, who, as you've said, is a different candidate now, a darker candidate, arguably, than he was in 2016?
That's absolutely true, Willie. You know, I've talked with Kamala a few times. I obviously talked with her before the debate because he is more incoherent. He is angrier. He is lashing out all the time at everybody. He's filled with grievance and rage. And, you know, in my...
Do not let Austin forget he libbed out over Hillary at the DNC. You did?
How do you, these people don't know me?
Well, your answer says it all. You just all but confirmed it with that reaction.
I mean, if you saw her live in person, okay, it's different. It's a different experience.
No, she's disgusting.
It was a different experience.
Acceptance speech at the convention way back in 2016, I said, you know, you can't trust somebody with nuclear weapons who you can bait with a tweet, because I saw that in him at the time. A lot of people didn't, or they gave him the benefit of the doubt, or they thought, hey, you know, we've had 2 terms of a Democrat, let's try the Republicans, for whatever reason. I understand that. But now the stakes are even higher because he has a record. We have seen him try to abuse power. We have seen him try to overturn a legitimate, free, fair election. We have watched him bungle COVID and cause unnecessary deaths and pain. So he has a record. And in addition to that, he's told us what he's going to do. He is absolutely linked to this Project 2025 and all of their dark and dystopian efforts to turn the clock back on Americans' rights and the way we live and how we, you know, look at our futures together. And he has a long rhetorical record now of making it very clear.
I will never forgive Donald Trump for not locking her up after saying he was going to do that. And I think Republicans are for not demanding more from their candidates. Okay. He kept saying, lock her up, and then never did.
Well, then he walked it back.
Yeah. And then now he lies.
I never said that. I never did.
Yeah. Now he lies about it because he's such a goddamn coward.
I never said lock her up. I really didn't.
Clear that he would be unaccountable if he were ever near the White House again.
This is like Starmer bringing out Tony Blair and praising Thatcher only appeals to weird right-wing freaks in the party. Yeah. Should we worry that Kamala might have Liz Cheney and or Hillary Clinton in her cabinet?
Didn't she say she was going to put somebody...
She was going to put a Republican in there, yeah.
Did Biden say that? And did he do that? That looks so
This
good.
moron is probably who's responsible.
I'll take one roll if you wouldn't mind. That's so sweet of you.
Send this man to Siberia.
Just one piece.
3 weeks into her presidential run was the first time Biden's campaign pollsters, now hers, held a deep dive with Kamala Harris's inner circle to discuss what she's been saying on the stump. Over the line came a lot of praise. but some suggested tweaks. First, said veteran Democratic numbers man Jeff Guerin, summarizing their analysis. Stop saying we're not going back. It wasn't focused enough on the future, he argued. Second, lay off all the weird talk. Too negative.
You know what, Hasan? You're weird.
Wait, what?
He said really great job
They
of the
told them to back off of the weird talk?
Yeah.
No.
Well, this is the guy, Jeff Guerin, on the Kamala Harris campaign,
Oh
on the
my
Kamala
God.
Harris team.
We need, oh no.
Dude, these guys have the best instincts. That's why it's cool to just like keep letting Benjamin Netanyahu rain hell upon the entire region.
Oh God.
Surely there will be no repercussions. Meanwhile, the White House is also now trying to do regime change in Lebanon. Like, they're so, bro, worry about your own election, dog. You're about to get cooked. Has Liz Cheney, one of the people in politics, ever looked at the horrible statement she's made about lying Kamala Harris? Every view and policy is the exact opposite of what Cheney and her equally ridiculous father,
Bro,
who got us into the never endings of the Middle East, have stated over the years.
Bro, his running mate called him Hitler.
I know, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? Because he was
true.
groomed. He was groomed into thinking.
That's true. That's true.
He was groomed into thinking he's Adolf Hitler.
Okay, sorry.
He was just a 35-year-old man being groomed. But it's like they're being posted all over the internet, and Cheney looks even than I thought she was, but I still say Kamala is worse.
Can you talk to me kind of your thoughts on the on Joe Biden naming Kamala Harris as his running mate?
Her views are so radical that just from a political standpoint, it was a surprising pick to me. So I think in addition to the fact that she would be a terrible vice president policy-wise for the country, it tells us something about Joe Biden. And it's very clear.
It's so funny because nobody likes the Cheneys. Like, Cheney's approval rating on his way out by the end of his second term was 13%.
Yeah.
Cheney is roundly despised by people who remember him. Most people don't even know who he is, okay? But the people that do know who he is hate him. And this does not just mean Democrats.
13%?
Republicans as well. Like, everybody understands what Cheney did as people with at least a little bit more knowledge blame the responsibility of the Iraq and the Afghanistan and even maybe 9/11, depending on how far you want to go back, directly on Cheney. Everybody hates George W. Bush too, but they just see him as a mass, a lovable mass, and in his own right. But Cheney is the mastermind behind the operation. So the reality of the matter is, like,
He also just
yeah, he did, and then the guy apologized to him. But like, it's crazy because
Sorry for getting in the way.
he is such an evil piece of such an evil piece of litany. Actively defended torture after he got out of office, still continues to defend torture to this day. No constituency whatsoever. And Kamala Harris is like, oh, we have disagreements, but I really appreciate Cheney, like Cheney endorsing me is so, especially because there is no one who this is for. Like, no one is like, oh man, Cheney's voting for Kamala. Well, I guess I am too. Like, that's not a thing that people think. There's no Republican out there who thinks this way.
Clear. She is a radical liberal. She's somebody that has said we ought to spend $32 trillion on Medicare for all. If you look at her record as well in California, she did, in fact, essentially ban sales with executive action. And she threatened during the primaries to do the same thing if she's elected, if she were elected.
Like, how do you not understand Cheney endorsing Kamala Harris is like a reverse endorsement? What do I mean by this? It's like all of the, oh yeah, we've watched this already. All of the most annoying, awful aspects of the Cheney administration, the Bush-Cheney administration, that Americans now look back.
Y'all watched this?
Not so fondly.
Y'all watched this?
Yeah, we did.
What's
not
wrong
so
with-
fondly. The Kamala Harris campaign is basically saying we love it and we're doing it right now. Okay? And in some respects, we are doing it. We are operating on the neocon boundaries once again, but this time the Democrats are in charge.
That's not as bad as my other one.
You're such a good actor, dude.
Thank you. No, I didn't know it was coming.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was coming.
If
All right.
Obama had closed Guantanamo and didn't blow up the hospital, I don't think we'd have anything negative to say about him.
What's looks maxing
there's
mean?
plenty of I could say about Obama.
Thank you. I need to be in the movies.
Did you hear the good news? What is that? It's finally autism. This has 84,000 likes.
Wait, 8.4K.
Wait, 8.4K or 84,000?
I thought at 8.4K.